Why does Donald Trump want Greenland? Here's what to know. President Trump's plans to send representatives to Greenland this week have angered political leaders on the island territory who see the group's visit as an aggressive escalation of his threats to seize the area by force if necessary. There's only 57,000 people on the island of Greenland. 40,000 voted just recently. So Trump has made no secret of his designs on Greenland, repeating his threats to acquire the territory through a financial transaction or military force several times since his return to the Oval Office. To date, the response of Greenland's leaders has been polite but firmly opposed to stating it was not for sale. But this week's visit from Usha Vance, the Second Lady, and Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, have elicited a more agitated response. Prime Minister Moot Burup Edga told Semi Slag, the local newspaper, that their expected arrival little more than 2 weeks after Greenland held parliamentary elections is highly aggressive, and the only purpose is to demonstrate power over us, they said. He also said he feared that the visit would drum up fervor in the United States for a takeover of Greenland, and the pressure will increase after the visit. So why is Trump so determined to have Greenland? And here is a window into his thinking. Greenland is a strategically important territory. Most of Greenland lies within the Arctic Circle, a region that the world's powers are vying for its untapped natural resources and its proximity to emerging shipping corridors that would accelerate global trade. Already melting Antarctic ice has transformed the region that was once largely unnavigable into an area of competitive commerce. As more ships traverse the Arctic Circle and countries with land in the region scramble to lay claim to as much of the seabed as possible. Routes between Asia and Europe, or Asia and the United States, are about 40% shorter through the Arctic than either the Suez or Panama canals, according to the U.S. Naval Institute. And it makes the question of who controls the seas there critical for both financial and security purposes, especially given the claimants also happen to be rival geopolitical superpowers. Only 5 countries can claim to have an extended continental shelf into the Arctic: Canada, Russia, Norway, Denmark, and via Greenland, and the United States via Alaska. Acquiring Greenland would give the United States a significantly bigger claim in the Arctic. Trump has said it's vital for the national security. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, Trump said in March during an address to Congress, adding the territory was very, very important for military security. The United States has had troops in Greenland since World War II and keeps a small missile defense base there called Pituffik Space Base, formerly Thule Air Base, before Trump redesignated it during his first administration. It's possible that that base could become part of the Golden Dome missile defense system, modeled after Israel's Iron Dome system, that Trump has said he wants to build to protect the entirety of the United States from potential threats from adversaries, especially China. In an executive order, Mr. Trump gave Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, until March 28 to produce the plans for that missile defense shield. But there are market-based threats Trump wants to protect against as well. Russia and China are already cooperating on Arctic shipping routes, and with Russia's extensive presence in the region, it has the largest area of Arctic coastline. That partnership threatens to remain the dominant economic force in the area. Greenland could be a rich source of rare earth minerals and energy. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the Arctic holds 13% of undiscovered gas resources and 30% of undiscovered natural gas, most of it offshore. Now, controlling Greenland would give the United States an extended claim to those seabed resources, but Greenland also uniquely boasts high storages, the stores of rare earth minerals that are vital to the production of batteries, cell phones, electric vehicles, and other technology. And the Trump administration has been looking globally to augment its rare earth mineral holdings. Rare earth minerals have been a very key part of an agreement that the United States has been trying to strike with Ukraine. Greenland's stores of cobalt, nickel, copper, lithium, zirconium, and other minerals have proven challenging to mine, but there is another incentive for the United States to seek to control that market, and that's China. Currently, China dominates the world's raw mineral market and has already attempted to make inroads into Greenland. Acquiring the territory would allow Trump to check Beijing's efforts to exploit minerals there, and expand America's holdings. Now, part of the reason it's been difficult to exploit Greenland's resources to date is that it's so darn cold there, but with climate change, melting ice is creating new opportunities for resource exploitation. In the last 30 years, about 11,000 square miles of ice sheet have melted, an area about the size of Maryland. Denmark has also recognized the potential of Greenland's resources to be vital in global transition to greener forms of energy. For the local population, the potential for an economic boom from mining is seen as helpful in its bid for independence, which a majority of the population does want. But the development of the industry has been slow. Greenland has taken steps to limit the potential for environmental destructive mining practices through laws, including a ban on uranium mining in 2021, but those could be overturned if the United States acquires the territory, of course. And this is according to the New York Times on DNYUZ. We'll see what becomes of this. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.